Welcome. Today is the most fortunate day that from today we are going to have a regular sessions, daily sessions for understanding the organization format of Srimad Bhagavad Gita so that we shall be parallel with the mathematics, science, technology of the Vedic order. Today the focus is upon chapter 1. The chapter 1 is Arjun Vishad Yoga. Srimad Bhagavad Gita has an organization as 18 yoga disciplines or 18 aspects of the yoga discipline. Each of the chapter is a distinct yoga. It's a complete discipline. Each chapter is a complete discipline of a yoga. Yoga and Sankhya are two phases of the Vedic processing system. Therefore, these two are the basic words which shall find mention in our TCV dictionary. Each one of us shall start compiling one's own in TCV dictionary. This dictionary means a dictionary in which there are word formulations like Yoga and Sankhya, and then each letter with its placement in the Devanagari alphabet. So in a Devanagari alphabet, we are having placements for the letters. 9 vowels are having sequential arrangement of placements 1 to 9. Then Varga consonants are having 5 by 5 cross 5 grid, having placements 1 to 5, 2 to 6, 3 to 7, 4 to 8, 5 to 9, followed by quadruple Anthastha letters having values 1, 3, 5, 7, and then the Ushmana letters 2, 3, 6, 9. These 42 letters are organized, coordinated as 14 Maheshwara Sutras. Now, each word like Yog, Sankhya, Arjun, Vishad, Yoga, Gita, Pushpika, and all the words, these are the formulations, these are the formulae. These formulas can be decoded by replacing the letters by their placement values. These are designated as transcendental code values. Then from the transcendental code values, we will be sequentially reaching at the TTCV transcendence through the letters, then FFTCV, the word formulations for these values, then HTCV, the hyper cube formats, the geometric formats for these formulations, that is TRCV, the transcendence ranges, then STRCV, the synthesis of the transcendence ranges. These aspects, as these are, naturally, for the sadhakas who have yet not been exposed to the Vedic systems of mathematics, sciences and technologies, for them, naturally, these are absolutely new things, new concepts, so we have to learn them. For us and those amongst us who can afford, they can have number one, a book on Gita published by Srimad Bhagavad Gita by this Gorakhpur Press, Gita Press, and this book is Padched Anve in the letters and the syllables, and those have been arranged, counted, tabulated, and this book is of about 50 rupees. The second book which I recommend, it is the Vedic Mathematics of Transcendental Synthesis format. It is my latest book. It is published by Amazon. It is e-publication. Its price is $2, means about 150 rupees. Therefore, the sadhakas who can afford, they shall have this set of 2 books on their table with them. Even if they will not be in a position to purchase, or they are not purchasing, or they are not receiving them and it is not coming on the tables, one is not to worry, as I will try to explain all these concepts, and also I will draw the sheets, and these sheets will be also made available along with this YouTube these recordings. Therefore, today let us open a new textbook, a new notebook. In it we shall mention that from today we are starting regularly in a sequential order the organization format of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The aim of this study is that we shall reach at the basic values and foundational structure for the Vedic mathematics, science and technology for its applied values. The reach of these values is so rich that after some time we all will start realizing as to how the modern mind, which has conditioned itself because of particular axioms and which has been held up and which is urging for a breakthrough, they have to come to the shelter of Vedic mathematics, science and technology. The second point which we shall mention it is that today we are initiating ourselves for the first aspect of the yoga titled Arjun Vishad Yoga. It is chapter 1 and this text is of 47 shlokas range. This 47 shlokas range is having at the end a Pushpika. This Pushpika is an organization, an index which will take us at the end. So we will be starting from the Bindu Sarovar and sequentially as 7 streams flow, we will be reaching up till the 4th quarter swastik pada of soul syllable Om, and this Jyoti flow through the artifices of soul syllable Om will be fulfilled in the Pushpika, and it will be at the center, at the origin, which is a transcendental origin, which is a seat of a 5 space. In the role of an origin of a 4 space, the creator space, it will be fulfilled. Then we will be knowing that how after the Pushpika stands fulfilled, then from its origin of its own, as of an inherent power, there is an upward flow for the Jyoti as Sama, and then this will give rise to the organization format of a Samveda. The Sahita of Samved Sahita is an organization of the flow path of the Jyoti emanating from the origin of a Pushpika and going back and fulfilling and reaching up till the orb of the sun. Therefore, it is this chase which is going to be the chase of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna enlightens us that amongst the Vedas, his lordship is Samved. This much is the interconnection of the organization format of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and of the Samved Sahita. We are to learn all this. Now, this reach as such would be of the form starting with the 0 value, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is the first transcendence range, and this transcendence range is of a 0 order, and value is going to be 10. Now here the domain is going to be 3 space, and as such 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will be the next transcendence range of a reach, and it will give us value 25. Then here 6 is the domain, and then 6, 7, 8 and 9 and 10, it is going to be a 40 value, and these together, 3 together, give us value 75, and this 75 you know is the TC value of the first Ganita Sutra, Eka Adhikain Purve. Eka Adhikain Purve. It is the first sutra. So first Ganita Sutra is leading us to TCV value 75. Now this value 75, as we have seen, is our starting with a 0 order and reaching up to 3 space domain, which for its role as the dimension will take us to 6 space as a domain, and then 6 space as dimension will ultimately take us to 10, which is called a Parbrahm. So first we have to reach up till the Nav Brahm, and Nav Brahm is giving us the TC value 17 plus 28 is equal to 45, and this as dimension will lead us to value 47, and 47 is the range of the shlokas of chapter 1. Further also we know that Ganita Sutras are having letters 283, while Upsutras are having letter 236, and the difference value is 747. Still further we know that if we arrange the letters from 1 to 1 to 47 and count their factors, then we'll see up till this we will reaching at 99. 99 we know is the double digit numbers of a 10 place value system. So when all along the grid 9 into 11 we organize the double digit numbers of a 10 place value system, then we will be having this 99 numbers. Those who are acquainted with NVF, they know that monad is the word which is giving us TC value 47. So if we are having a pair of monads, then it will give us value 94. However, we know that trimonad is also having value 47. It is this trimonad a solid order, which means of a 5 space. So 94 invites 5 of its own. It becomes 99. Anyway, these all are the aspects which are to be considered, to be appreciated, and all these features are simultaneously at play, or in other words, all these features are emerging in the organization format of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, let us now have a bird's eye view of these 12 sheets. These slides will be attached along with this video. Today I am just mentioning that these 12 sheets are there, and you have to be through it so that tomorrow we can take a step further for understanding. The first sheet is giving a pictorial depiction of a flow of a jyoti, or a sunlight from the orb of the sun, and it is passing through the quadruple components Bindu Sarovar, Ardhamatra, Tripundaram and Swastik Pada, so that this jyoti gets fulfilled in Pushpika, means hypercube 4, the representative body of a 4 space, with 5 space playing the role of its origin. The sheet 2 is the Pushpika. Pushpika means this part, hypercube 4, in which the jyoti flow from the orb of the sun is having a reach and is fulfilling the Pushpika, means this hypercube 4. Therefore, it is at the center of hypercube 4. That means the origin of 4 space. That is hypercube 5. This is fulfilled. Now Pushpika gives this particular description. We'll see that Pushpika is having 48 syllables. Therefore, we have 47 shlokas and we are having 48 syllables. So what is that feature which is connecting 47 and 48? For it, we can see the tabulation here of the letters 1 to 25. So when we draw this table of 1 to 25 for computing their factors, we'll see the total factors up till 24 are 46 and factors up till 25 are 48. So this value 25 is the value which is contributing two factors, and it is the 47th and 48th syllable. Therefore, this organization is the organization which is basically going to be a factors range up till value 25. And value 25, you know, as TCV value is going to be the value of a word Vishnu, overlord of sixth space, and Lord Krishna is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. It is this connection which is to be appreciated. It is this organization feature which will help us appreciate as to how there are 47 shlokas and there are 48 syllables. Then we'll see that this chapter is having only 3 participants: Dhritarashtra, Sanjay and Arjun. These words, Dhritarashtra Uvach, the utterance of Dhritarashtra, the participation of Dhritarashtra, will give us the values 35 and 50. And when we will have a trans therefrom, we will have values this. Like that, for all these 3 participants, for their actual participation, we will be reaching at the value TCV values as well as at TTCV values. So these are the values which will help us appreciate how we have to proceed further with the applied values of the organization format of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Now, the Shlokas 47. This is the only chapter in Srimad Bhagavad Gita in which one shloka is uttered by 2 participants. Shloka 21 and Shloka 28 are the only 2 shlokas in the entire text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita which are having a synthetic setups. By synthetic setup means each shloka is having 2 distinct parts being uttered by 2 distinct participants. The Shloka 21, the first part is spoken by Sanjay and second part is spoken by Arjuna. Like that, the Shloka 28 as well is of a synthetic setup, as much as the first part of Shloka 28 is uttered by Sanjay and the second part is uttered by Arjuna. Now, this classification, this participation, this synthetic setup will give us that first only 1 shloka is uttered by Dhritarashtra, then 2.5 shlokas are uttered, then the 18.5 shlokas are uttered, 19.5 shlokas are uttered. Now, this utterance of the shlokas will give us the values that Dhritarashtra has spoken only 1 shloka and the Sanjay has spoken 21 and the Arjuna has spoken 25. Now these shlokas utterance and these values will take us to the corresponding hypercubes formats. So we have to sequentially reach at the geometric formats of values 1, 2.5, 18.5 and 19.5. Also we have to reach at the values hypercube format for 1, 21, 25 and 47. Thereafter we will see that this Arjun Vishad Yoga is of value 47 shlokas range. And the last chapter is of 78 shlokas range. difference value is 31. It is this difference value whose inverse orientation is 13, and it is the TC value of a Surya. The TTC value of Surya is 6, which is called as Surya Ank, and the TTC value of the Brahm is 78, which is the end reach of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And the Madhya Brahm, the in between, the eternity, it is of value 47. Now, it is this feature, it is this organization which has to be appreciated. And in the context, when we'll go back to the number 47 again, we'll say it is the only prime which is at the up till 5th generation will be having 2, 5, 11, 23 and 47 primes. And this 2 is a prime, and the 2 space is having 5 geometries range, 5 space has 11 geometries range, 11 space has 23 geometries range, and 23 space has 47 geometries range. This is the feature which is only in value 47. Then a step ahead, we know that we are having 7 states of consciousness. These are Jagrat, Swapan, Sushupti, Turiya, Bhavatit, Bhagavat and Brahmi. These 7 words are basic word formulations leading us to TC values 16, 25, 26, 17, 34, 27 and 23. See the summation value takes us to 168. And 168 is the precise number of total primes up till 1000. Therefore, please be through these sheets and try to acquaint yourself with this methodology of approach to our existence phenomenon in the solar universe happening within human frame and preserved as Vedas, Vedantas, Brahma Sutras and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. To have a reach up till this, be through the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and if possible, be through these 7 aspects of the TCV values with 6 inner folds values, and these values as these are will help us provide further insight in this methodology. Our aim is that we shall be well acquainted with the methodology and its mathematical steps so that we can be parallel with the applied values of Vedic systems which stand availed by our ancestors and whose features are preserved in the available Vedic literature. No doubt the entire literature has not reached us, but nevertheless the seeds of entire range are preserved in the available Vedic scriptures, starting with Sakal Rigved Samhita and reaching up till Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Everything is available and is lively. Only thing is that we should approach this system, the system's way. Vedas deserve to approach the Vedic way, and any system will unfold itself only if it is approached its own way. We will be face to face with the structural keys of the Grita Sutras. We will be sequentially be through the way the Jyoti flows and manifests itself and then transcends from the manifested creations format. Wish you best of luck. Please be thorough about each and every aspect. Make your own notes, and if possible, form a group of 2 to 3 persons amongst yourselves to interact, and if at all find time, you can write to me as well. But one man can write only once a week. Thank you very much.